Hello and thanks for joining us. We start with an issue emergency room doctors deal with on a weekly basis.
Drug and alcohol abuse, and it's an issue North Memorial Medical Center is trying to tackle head on. As Lyng Cleveland reports, they're getting help from the federal government to fight the problem.
The emergency department at North Memorial is a bustling place where doctors and nurses encounter a gamut of issues.
Treating people for sepsis, cardiac arrest, severe trauma.
The sickest patients are brought to the stabilization room, and doctors say several times a week people come in for drug overdoses.
Any age, any gender, and sometimes it's an accidental thing, sometimes it's an intentional overdose. Sometimes it's an overdose on a prescribed medication. Sometimes it's an overdose on an illicit medication.
He says alcohol is the primary culprit, along with heroin and prescription painkillers.
There is something sad about each one of those, because most of the time, a lot of those overdoses could have been prevented.
Prevention requires hard work.
It takes a village.
Leanne Mortensen leads a North Memorial-sponsored coalition called Partnership for Change, which just received a $625,000 federal grant to fight drug use among Twin Cities youth.
Osseo, Robbinsdale, and Brooklyn Center school districts are all partners of ours with the grant.
The grant helps coordinate efforts within the community with examples such as the T2T campaign aimed at preventing underage drinking and drug use.
The money really is more for broad-based community support, looking at how do we make sure kids don't have access. Part of that is working on the laws that we have and making sure that the policies and the laws in place are enforced.
With that community support, the hope is that they'll prevent young people from using drugs and ensure that they don't end up in the emergency department.
We don't want to put ourselves out of a job, but we would be happy to put ourselves out of a job if we didn't have to take care of people who are so sick or injured.
In Robbinsdale, Lyng Cleveland, 12 News.